Hey guys, it's Gigi. It is April the 13th, Monday, April the 13th, 2026. And I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to react to Michael Sanft, who is the new attorney, the fourth attorney taking on Keffe D, Duane, Keith Davis, who is on trial, and his trial is coming up August the 10th for the murder of Tupac Shakur. I watched the interview on Straight Game TV, and I really believe that Michael Sanft, who is the lawyer, that's his name, I think he's out of his league. I looked into his law firm, and it's Safety Over Shares, and it's a personal injury law firm that fights to put people over corporate profits. So it says SOS Injury Lawyers was founded with a singular purpose in mind: to protect consumers against companies who put profits over safety. So it looks like that's kind of his background. Like I said, I just think he's out of his league. And, looking at his website, I saw there's an article there on bunk beds, and then there's another article on table saws or something. And so he's one of those type of lawyers that, when you create a device, or when you have a device, or you manufacture a device, you have to follow certain steps. And if you overlook one of those steps, that could be detrimental, and it's for the consumer, because the consumer could get hurt. Like with bunk beds, if you overlook one of the steps of creating or manufacturing a bunk bed, a consumer could possibly be hurt. And so he's that type of lawyer, so he handles that type of criminal action. So it's just a little different, when you're dealing with Keffe D and the murder of Tupac Shakur and all these dirty cops and everything else. It just seems like he's just really way out of his league. According to the interview with Delray Richardson, he's going to challenge the state evidence in the case. So basically, it's going to be Keffe D's statement and Compton street legend. I don't think that the state has that much on Keffe D, other than basically his statement and this murder rap and all of that. All that's entangled into one. I really don't think they have hardcore evidence on Keffe D other than his statement. And so, it's kind of ironic how things work themselves out. But, such is life, and such is the case. His words, Keffe D's words, might inevitably take him down. We have to just wait to see what the state has, what they present. But really, this Michael Sanft, he really just has to challenge whatever they present and, make the jury think twice that Keffe D really did it. Well, I don't think we're going to get much out of this case. I don't know if Keffe D is going to get off or not. To finally find out who killed Tupac Shakur and possibly Notorious Big, I don't know. Like I have said before, I did my own deep dive, and I believe in my heart that I know, but I don't know if it's ever going to be proven in a court of law, and if it's ever going to be solved and put to rest. Suge Knight is coming out with a book, they say, and the book is coming out on the 4th of August, which is right before the trial. He chooses to make money by selling his book. Just I think it's just such a terrible, terrible thing. And the title of the book is My Pain, Your Pain is My Pleasure, or something. And God, my God, I had no idea how terrible that death row enterprise was and the people in it. And it's just really sad. So I do think he's a bit out of his league. He's a poker player, though. I will say this. He's a poker player. So, the poker face is real. So you never know. He might, get in there and hit us off with something that's really powerful and call some people in that are powerful. I don't know. But he really didn't seem interested or passionate to me. And you need that. And he kind of just, he has this idea. He's just going to challenge what they have, to try and get Keffe D off. But we're not going to get any good witnesses, I don't think. So I still have hope that God will bring justice. I don't have that much faith in man. And so we'll see. I do think it's really, really a sad thing that Suge Knight would release this book. I know the book is not going to tell us who killed Tupac, because as I said before, it would more than likely, allegedly, in my opinion, and in Russell Poole's opinion, would definitely implicate him. He would implicate himself, so he can't tell you the truth. And another thing, Michael Carlin was the one who set up that meeting with Russell Poole and the sheriff's department. So I don't believe Michael Carlin said about Russell Poole wanting to apologize to Suge Knight before he died because he felt like he falsely accused Suge Knight of being involved in these cases. Nobody can prove that. And Russell Poole didn't say that to anybody but Michael Carlin. Don't believe it. Also, if somebody can interview Randall Sullivan, that would probably be the best interview of the year before this trial. These were all just terrible, terrible human beings that had badges, and it's just unfortunate that they have not been properly brought to justice, but eventually. And so we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just give a little input on the lawyer issue with Keffe D and Delray Richardson's interview with him, because I'm thankful, because I didn't know who the lawyer was, and I really am exhausted with the whole thing, because these people are fighting so hard to make sure that the truth doesn't come out. They don't care if a couple of us know, who cares, who's listening, but they don't want it to come out big scale, because then they'd have to really pay for it. So anyway, that's my take on it. Michael Sanft might be able to get Keffe D out, maybe acquitted, or some type of plea deal or something, but that's not going to bring resolution and justice to either Biggie or Tupac. So we'll just have to see how that all works out. So anyway, this is Gigi, guys. Have a great evening. Peace.